Hi and welcome once again to The Download. Great as always to have you here. News starting us off today, beginning with sad news from rural western Finland. That's where a Finnish student opened fire Tuesday morning at an adult vocational school. Aerial shots of the school here. 10 people were killed in all before the shooter fatally turned the gun on himself. The gunman had been detained days before after authorities found threatening video on YouTube. This is Finland's second school shooting in almost a year. To Georgia now, this field, the very spot where authorities say they shot down a Russian surveillance drone just south of the southern Ossetia region. Georgia's Interior Ministry saying the drone was equipped with a camera and a GPS system. Oh, and just happened to be in the neighborhood of Georgia's oil pipeline. Russia denying it was flying anything in the area at the time of the shootdown, calling Georgia's claims, quote, little more than media provocation. And finally, news taking us to Vienna, the headquarters of the IAEA, the UN's nuclear watchdog. Questions in the air there about North Korean and Iranian nuclear pursuits. Questions that IAEA Chief Mohammad El-Baradei says he shares. Mr. El-Baradei reporting North Korea has asked to remove UN SEALs from its shuttered Yongbyon reactor site. A red flag, he says, that Pyongyang may restart its fizzled nuclear program. Mr. El-Baradei also cautioning that Iran, that it must come clean on its nuclear activities. Clean as a whistle, report Iranian officials, saying their pursuits are for peaceful purposes only and that they have nothing to hide. Here in Washington, Congress trying to forge a solution to the fiscal crisis related to those billions of dollars in bad mortgage loans. It's not proving easy. The head of the U.S. Treasury says that the government needs to buy up mortgage-related debt quickly. And he went to Capitol Hill Tuesday to push for a $700 billion bailout plan for firms such as Merrill Lynch and Lehman Brothers. The legislation would give the government the power to assume the devalued assets of the troubled firms.
What we are recommending is that the government buy illiquid assets in big size from the institutions. These are what are clogging up the system.
Well, bad investments can cause banks to be reluctant to make new loans, and that lack of credit could stall the U.S. and world economy. Well, we hope you don't stall out on visiting the Download's YouTube page. All our previous downloads online there, just in case you miss any, or want to relive earlier Download goodness. Just go to YouTube and search for Daily Download. Well, the close of this September bringing lots of different things to lots of different people. For Muslims, the holy month of Ramadan wraps up. For Bavarians, September, somehow, starts Oktoberfest. And for Latvians, well, too many bad mushrooms, maybe? Actually, mushrooms the point. Yes, it's time for Latvia's annual Forest Mushroom Picking Contest and Busby Berkeley Festival. About 150 Latvians and one fuzzy pickle entering this year's contest to pick the most mushrooms in a drizzly forest. Why, yes, it's fun for the whole family. Hey, kid, I said fun for the whole family. Oh, well. And they're off, sort of. The competition this year said to be fierce. And no wonder, these guys are seriously hard to find. Well, good thing Latvia, home to over 4,000 types of mushrooms. The fungi picked and weighed, the winning teams announced, featuring the awesomest winners fanfare ever. Seriously, check that out. And the prize of an umbrella. Oh, and everyone gets to keep their mushrooms, too, which usually end up in a pot of yummy mushroom soup. The end. This one here made with bacon and potatoes, we're told. Yummers. Seriously, I want that recipe. Well, that is your download for today. Hope to see you again tomorrow.